Oh my God. So, what's up?
You're probably like, what are you guys doing?
Welcome to episode 1
Of
The
The Couch Diary. So
Uh,
how did we get here? Oh, yeah.
I'm Gabby. Let's do some intros. I'm Gabby.
I'm Sophia.
And let's give the folks a little background on how we met.
In case you don't know, but we see you guys lurking, so we know a lot of you know.
Yes, we see you watching. So I was on my TikTok For You page and stumbled across this hilarious girl. Come to find out she's from Chicago. Plot twist, it's Sophia.
Plot twist, it's me.
And then she had a meetup at a White Sox game. And I was like, oh my God, this is my chance to meet a friend. So I went, and the rest is history.
History. Yeah. I feel like that was last summer. Yeah. I did this like meetup because I feel like I started to get a lot of followers on TikTok that I knew were like Chicago girls. Like that is very much my audience, which like thankfully it's the girls.
Thank goodness.
And not the guys.
Girls and gays only.
Only. Preferred followers. But so yeah, like I just feel like people would always be like, oh, I want to like meet like all the people in my comment section commenting on things. Yeah. So I just was like, hey everyone, I like reached out to the White Sox. They like got a little section, everyone bought their tickets, and it was fun. And then that's when we met in person for the first time.
I think we were matching. We were wearing the same brand.
Wearing the same brand, and we were like,
oh my God, meant to be. And yeah, we've been hanging out ever since. And literally every time we would hang out, we would talk for hours, like, because we're obviously just getting to know each other, so we want to spill our entire life stories to each other. And naturally, then one time Sophia, literally we had been talking for like 3 hours straight, and Sophia was like, we could have made a podcast right now.
Like that was like 2 episodes
literally, and we were talking about some juicy stuff, like everything from relationships to friendships to family. Like,
oh, we did talk about family. Yeah. School, being traumatized. We both went to predominantly white institutions.
Yeah. So we just have so much in common. And we're like, we need to share this with the world.
And yes, we need to share it with the world, because I feel like so many times girls are like hanging out and they're like, we should make a podcast. But like, we did it. We're here. Look at this production.
We invested in
ourselves because we believe in ourselves, and we need to see more of that in the world. But also, it's crazy because as we were like starting to work on this already, like we were months into planning, is when I don't even know who she is, to be honest, but a Latina on TikTok was on a podcast bragging about how she like didn't finish high school or whatever.
Oh yeah, no.
And then it went like super viral, where I feel like a lot of people were saying like, we need better representation, and just like, can we make like the right people like famous more and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're like, you guys, that's us. We're here.
We exist.
We're answering your calls to the universe.
We are educated. We are successful business women. Like, we have our lives together.
But we also still have fun. Like, I work at a college, and I feel like I share that all the time with my students. Like, they see my TikTok sometimes, and is it awkward? Yes.
Oh my God,
but also, like, I like showing them, and they even say like, it's helpful for them to see like, you can go to college and do a 9 to 5 and stuff, but not like lose yourself, and like still have fun. We both have 9 to 5s, but also do social media stuff on the side, and it's like a creative outlet. And now we're doing this. Like, I like that our generation like blends like, we're not only like work,
right?
Like, we show up,
we have passion projects outside of our jobs, and that's what this is.
So it's going to be the best passion project ever.
Yes.
So thanks if you're here.
Thank you
super excited
for listening and supporting us. Yeah, like Sophia said, this has been months in the making. So I'm so glad we're finally here filming episode number 1. So when we met to talk about what we were going to discuss in this podcast, we started talking about like where we were a year ago, kind of just reflecting. And we were in a much different place in life a whole year ago. So that's what this episode is going to be about.
A year ago today, May 2023.
Last year was rough.
Last year was rough. Last year, I feel like I had a high of like when I bought my condo where we're filming. Shout out me, homeowner. I had this high that first year, and then I like crashed a little bit, which was last year. And now I feel like we up.
Yeah,
again.
we up.
We up again.
We
For
up.
sure we up. But we were down.
We were down. So we're filming this before Sueños, but the end of May is like Sueños season. It's a festival here in Chicago. Last year, Sueños, I was a mess. I was like a walking shell of a body, honestly. A year ago, I had my heart broken, shattered, stomped on, the worst of the worst that you can think
of. And
Gabby
kept it real because she even showed recently that like Instagram like a year ago today, she was crying in the gym. She was working on crying. And she was so vulnerable. She shared that with her 25,000 followers.
Instagram followers. Yeah, so I'm going to spill the beans about that situation. I feel like if you know me, you know that I was in love with this person. Like, I legitimately thought we were going to get married, be together forever because we had so much history. So let's take a trip down memory lane. It's college, and I'm dating the same guy on and off for basically almost all 4 years of college.
And like we're like opposites because I literally was single all of college until my super senior year.
Not the super senior.
I switched my major. It's not because I failed. It's
Wait, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I was a super senior.
We're gonna circle back to that. Yeah, so 4 years of college, I'm basically seeing the same person. Mind you, he's a fuckboy the entire time. Never claimed me in person, never claimed me online. I would go over to his place literally at 3 a.m. once his friends were done playing video games. It was trauma bonding, honestly.
I will never date a gamer. If you have a headset.
They weren't gamers, though. Like, they were just fucking around, smoking, like, drinking. And I was never
2K.
invited until the boys were gone.
That's foul.
So that gives you the idea of who my boyfriend was at the time. So when graduation comes around, I'm literally like, fuck you. I never want to talk to you again. Mind you, we're both from Chicago, but different sides of the city. So I'm like, oh, we're never going to see each other.
You stay on your side, I'll stay on mine.
We didn't talk or see each other for 3 whole years. I thought we were going to live the rest of our lives like never seeing each other.
That's like the hardest. First breakup is the one where you like actually thought you were for real gonna be together.
But I was delusional because he showed everyone that he wasn't serious about me. So then after it's still COVID kinda, the apartment opens.
Oh God.
The apartment is back on Thursday nights.
No, you guys also, it's so great how opposite Gabby and I are, but we're so similar because like over my dead body am I going to the apartment. Oh. And Gabby's a mine. You can find Gabby at the mine.
I will be anywhere because I'm a good friend. And yes. I just want to shake some ass.
She's supportive.
So the apartment's there.
I have boundaries. They're drawn at.
I have boundaries now.
The apartment.
Now I do. So yeah, I run into him. We end up seeing each other. It's literally like time hasn't passed.
The apartment love story. You're at truly. The apartment. It smells. All of a sudden, you guys lock eyes.
No, okay, so actually, he has a brother.
Maybe he wasn't that bad.
I spot his brother from across the bar, and my stomach drops to my ass. I'm like, oh my God, he's here. He is here. And I actually saw him on my way out, and then I was stupid, and I texted him. Because...
You texted him?
Because for 3 whole years, I was thinking, like, what if? Like, yeah. I think he was my person. Mind you, I still had another relationship. Like, I was dating other people, yeah. But I always thought about him. So then we literally pick up, like, 3 years haven't passed. And we moved so fucking fast. Like, we didn't even last a year. We lasted 8.5 months. And
what is it? Burns fast, dies fast or something like.
Girl, that. And we were, like... what is it called, the honeymoon phase, like times 1,000.
Love bombing.
And I thought he was a different person, and then slowly he showed me that literally nothing had changed in those 3 years. He was still the same fuckboy. But yeah, I
feel like to truly change, like,
that brings us to where we were a year ago today.
Crying in the gym
Broken because there was a trainer at my gym.
Oh yeah.
Who my ex and I went to the same gym, and we would always see the same trainer, and she had the biggest booty. She was blessed.
Juicy booty.
And as a woman, I can appreciate that. Like, I want to look like that. My ex also appreciated it.
Too much.
So one day we were both working from my apartment. He had a Mac as his work laptop. So he was like, keep me active while I go to the gym during lunch.
They really be walking into their own traps they set themselves. The brain cells are not there.
First of all, who connects their personal iMessage to a work laptop? You're dumb.
Also, telling your girlfriend, like, stay active on it. Like, keep the screen up. So, like
I'm not going to investigate. If the material's in front of me, I'm going to dig into it. So that's what I did.
It's research.
And as I was keeping my ex active on his work laptop, in real time, I saw him take a picture of said trainer with the fat ass.
Also, like, that's creepy.
Send it to his boys group chat.
Aside from the fact that that's, like, disrespectful to you, men who take pictures of women's bodies,
that is
like, without their
weird.
consent, like, not even if it's like, oh, like, look at her butt, like, ew.
I understand a celebrity, but this is like,
like a trainer
who we see every day. So I see this, I'm like shaking because I'm so mad. At this point, I already knew like we were rocky. And then he comes home and I'm like, what is this? And then he starts to gaslight me for going through his laptop. And he was like, it's your fault you found that.
No, I probably would have like,
sir,
I don't know, because you were in his laptop. I would have like texted like all his family members like a positive STD test or something. Like, that is no.
Yeah, so that was the start of things. And then he went on vacation to see his friend in New York. And this friend,
why is New York like a red flag? New York, I love New York. It's okay if I go to New York. Right. I'm sorry. I'm like
on a boys trip.
A boys trip?
No.
Honestly, New York is kind of like a like. I would not want a man going to New York by himself with his homies.
Number
New
one,
York is a place where like shit happens.
And number two, I didn't like the friend that he was going to see because I thought I didn't like him in college. I still don't like him as an adult. So my ex knows that like this was last April. April's like a hard month for me because of a passing in my family. So I was already like tons of emotions. My ex didn't text me for basically 24 hours while he was in New York. I go to bed, no text, hadn't talked to him in like 12 hours. And then I wake up, I think around 4 a.m., check my phone, still no text.
See, no. And like, I try to check myself where like, I know we're supposed to say like, you know, we can't expect that someone is like fully responsible for our well-being and happiness. Like, duh, I know that. But like, 24, no. I'm gonna be real with you. 5 hours, I'm starting to even...
Like, you can't say, hey, on our way to do this. Like, I was asking
24 hours, no.
I wasn't asking you to FaceTime me, call me, none of that. Just a simple, on our way here.
And you don't talk to me in 24 hours, you are not my man.
You don't like me.
You're not my man. How do you go 24 hours not talking to me?
Oh, so then it gets worse. It's 4 a.m. in Chicago, 5 a.m. New York. And I text him, well, good night, I guess. He responds within 2 minutes and is like, just getting back from the club.
At 5 a.m., bro?
Excuse me?
Strip club. No, I don't know.
I think, no, for real. And then again with the gaslighting, well, I don't know why you're so upset. You have my location. You could have been watching me. I don't know where the fuck you are in Brooklyn, the Bronx. Like, I don't know where any of these places
also,
are.
It doesn't give me like a live stream.
Right. Hello.
Like, I see you're there, but what are you doing there?
So that happened. There are like all of these little signs that I knew he really did not give a shit about me or our future.
But you guys broke up.
Yes. Our last conversation broke the straw on the camel's back. The straw that broke the camel's back?
That broke the camel's back.
Not the straw on the camel's back.
I think it was on the camel's back because that's what broke it. It was like on it, so it broke.
The last conversation we had was he was so serious. He was like, I don't know what it is, but I just think monogamy isn't for me.
Oh my God, you guys, we're going to do a whole episode about this. The amount of people in open relationships that approach me is actually insane.
Wait. Oh my God.
Multiple. I have like stories. I don't know what on my head. That's so crazy, you guys. So,
wait, I didn't know. I've never met anyone in an open relationship.
Oh, girl, I literally could do a series.
Oh my God.
I'm on even a dating app. This just happened. I haven't even told you about this yet. I'm on Raya, right? You have to pay for
Say
that.
less.
You have to pay for that, okay? So like, I'm thinking if you're on this, like, obviously that it's a weird app, but sometimes there are couples, or like Hinge will show like couples.
Yeah,
I've seen that. This was not that situation. It was literally just one man, nothing about it. We matched, whatever.
okay.
He's like, I'm looking for a consistent third.
Keep looking, sir.
Why the hell are you on this app? Like, I don't know what it
he's
is.
Paying for
I
this
literally
app.
like asked my therapist. Like, I'm like, is there something I'm doing? Like, why are only couples approaching me?
That's crazy.
People in open relationships. I also think sometimes the men are lying about it, but I don't know. They just like gravitate towards me.
That's so weird.
Yeah. But I can't believe he said monogamy is not for me.
And then he finished it with, you don't even want to see my Instagram explore page.
Ew.
Like, why would you even say that to me? I literally asked him, like, what did you expect to come out of this conversation? Like, do you expect us to stay together? And he was like, well, I don't want to break up. Like, get out. Just go.
Ew.
So that's where I was a year ago. I was so heartbroken. I literally couldn't get out of bed for like a whole week. You know, it's bad when your best friend from across the country sends a cake to your house that says congrats on your breakup.
Oh, yeah.
My mom and brother
when
got me
flowers. Happy you break up, it's like concerning.
Balloons, cupcakes. My boss made me a Taylor Swift playlist.
That like, I don't. But know. That's how you know. Like, I feel like it's easier to end relationships like that when you're like, oh, everyone's like so happy for me.
Everyone is like congratulating me. Yeah, this was not the right relationship. But also, why didn't y'all say anything while we were in it? Hello?
See, unfortunately, I have been told, what are you doing? And it didn't work. So yeah, it's like you won't really do it till you know.
Yeah.
But no, look,
that's where I was a year ago.
That was a year ago. She stood on her business. They didn't get back together or anything.
No, I did try, which is so embarrassing to look back at it now. But he was literally like, my family thinks you're insane. And I was like, yeah, there's no coming back from that. I give up. I'm throwing in the towel.
What the heck? Ew. I don't like that.
Because they saw my TikToks.
Oh, my mom follows me on TikTok.
Hey, if you're watching.
Okay. Also, like, so we're not even being joking. Like, the minimal little snippets that we've started posting about this, we can see when people send stuff around. We don't see who sends it around, but we see that it gets sent around.
We know you're sweating.
People are sweating for sure.
And honestly, no one is safe on the potty waddy.
The potty waddy. You thought we invested in this and bought these mics that we have to keep just an inch away from our face, which is very stressful to not expose. Names will not be named. Stories will be told. Beans will be spilt.
And no one is safe.
Truly, because Gabby and I, we've had conversations. This isn't just like, oh my God, we came out of nowhere. You guys, like, this is serious, all right? We literally were like, okay, like, what are the things we won't talk about?
Yeah.
Everything else, it's out there. Because we did an inventory check.
Yeah.
We're like, anyone who we even kind of are talking to right now is not really that serious. Yeah. That, like, if you got mad at us and we never talk again, that's fine. Realistically, like,
we'll be okay.
We'll be okay. But so that's where you were a year ago.
Where were you a year ago, Sophia?
So a year ago, I've been single for like about 3 years now. This fall will be like 3, or like this end of summer will be like 3 years.
Okay.
Of like fully single, which is the longest I've ever been single. Like, I'm dating, but like no relationship. Yeah. And honestly, that's good because I've been in a relationship since I've been in like 3rd grade. Yeah, like my parents like made me and this like other guy like date. We did like we did like a talent show together. We did like Grease and stuff. Yeah. Grease. His AOL name was Skater Boy. No, Veggie Skater, because he's vegetarian and I'm a vegetarian.
Oh my God.
It was Veggie Skater.
A match made in heaven.
Literally. He's married now.
Oh.
To a girl who looks like me. Oh. Latina.
Hello.
Tattoos.
Oh.
Larger chest.
I think you were the one that got away from him.
I know. I love him. Veggie Skater. So anyways, yeah. So basically, I am single for a really long time.
Yeah.
So I started to be like, okay, like, should I try to be like serious? Like, it was fun. I had to like work through things, learn things. I did all that, and I was like, okay, like I'm ready to try.
Yeah.
I met someone, and it seemed like it was going in like a serious.
Wait, how did you meet?
Hinge.
Okay.
That one was Hinge. So I'll do like Raya, Hinge, and like IRL is preferred.
Yes.
Except the person who ruined my life situationship wise, I met IRL. So I don't even know if I like in real life anymore. Yeah. Because that's the most traumatizing. We'll talk. He's later. Well, he's all the time. He's been consistent, but whatever. Anyways, so I'm like trying to be serious. Yeah. Like I'm being intentional, right? I'm like doing this off my therapist. Love her. She's on maternity leave right now. Oh, so I'm sad.
Good for her.
Moment of silence.
Sad for you.
Sad for me. So yeah. So right, like we're being more serious, and I'm like, okay, it feels that way, right? Yeah. And I'm like, honestly, I've done a relationship where we like live together and stuff. So like I know the type of like kind of test. So I'm like, let's like take a little trip. Like let's travel and see how it goes. Because if I can't travel with someone, like that will be very hard. Like living together is gonna be hard because we're like gonna stay in a hotel for a couple of days. So, like let's see.
You see a different side of people when you travel together.
Oh, different side. Completely different side. Girl, when I tell you, even the way we were packing and like prepping, I was like,
oh, you already knew.
Already knew. So, okay, it wasn't like a super long trip. So I'm like, it'll be fine. Yeah. It was not fine. Oh. My mom was literally like, buy a flight and come home earlier. And I was like, girl. Oh my God. That's where I get my dramatic. I'm a Leo, firstborn, oldest daughter. My mom is a Leo, firstborn, oldest daughter, period.
There you go.
So when we're besties, we're besties. When we're worsties, we're worsties. But so like, she's literally like, I'm like, no, that's just like so much more dramatic. Like, I feel you. I shouldn't be in situations where I'm not like having fun, but also like leaving early is like crazy.
That's so dramatic.
Like that's too much. Like it wasn't that bad. I just knew like, okay, this isn't gonna continue, but it wasn't anything crazy. So I knew it wasn't gonna continue, right? We get back, things ended, whatever. Like wheels touchdown. We're in O'Hare and I'm
immediately
like,
blocked.
Literally like type shit. So then I'm like, you know what? There's this other dude that I had been matched with from Raya who lives in Florida. Florida boy, we'll call him. And we had been talking, but he definitely was giving like F boy. Like that's what it, and that's, if I know that's what it is, like it's fine. Yeah. So I was like, wheels touchdown. Hey, never seeing you again. Also booked my flight to Florida because I was like, let's do it. And that was a year ago. I went to Florida.
Okay. Wait, how far apart were these trips?
I believe they were like one ended April, then Florida was May.
Okay.
So it was like weeks. Okay. It was quick. It was a quick turnaround.
That was.
It was a quick turnaround.
But
Florida boy.
You know.
Yeah, I just knew I needed to do so. I was like, okay, that was not fun. And that was a bad trip. And I don't like having like bad, like, I'm like, I can't have my last trip. I just want to be like bad.
Exactly.
So I have to have a good one.
To redeem it.
To counter it. So so it did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Florida, do you want to share any details about that trip?
I'm so dead. Maybe the most shocking part, this is all I will say. He's a really nice guy.
Oh, okay. That's all she'll say.
No, I'll give one T. He may have lived with his parents.
There we go. And he had a girl fly out to stay in said home with his parents.
I may have conversated with his father. Against my will. Against my will. I mean, no, period. Parents love me, but it was definitely like, like he was like, have a good day or something. I was like, I like fly out right now. Like I'm from Chicago. Like I just came to visit your son.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But he's great. I just didn't know that his parents would be there.
Yeah. So that's where we were a year ago.
Yeah.
Much different place than we are now.
Totally. And like all of this, I feel like we've learned so much from and this isn't going to be just like a dating podcast. This is like an everything podcast. So dating is just, let's be honest, like it's very prevalent though, like in people I feel like our age. Definitely. And just like the stories and being like a woman, like we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff, like we mentioned, like college, businesses, like social media, friends, family, whatever you guys honestly want us to talk about, we will talk about. But dating I feel like is it's like a thing. It's like a big thing.
It's a big part of our lives now as adults.
Yeah.
And we both have a lot of stories to tell, and stories that we've seen other people go through too that we'll touch on.
And I feel like you need to do experiences like I mean, you have to go through hard breakups. You have to take spontaneous like when you're just like, okay, that was bad. Like I wasn't gonna sit feeling sad, because I was sad, as much as like I was sad it didn't work out with that guy, because I was like, damn, like it really did feel like kind of like serious. Like I told my parents about him. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of another funny story. So
spill the beans.
Switching. I had matched with this guy, Hinge too. This is why I hate Hinge. I am never doing Hinge again. Hinge, I find the crazies. So we had matched, right? And I'm like, first of all, this this man said he was a fucking mechanical engineer. No, the hell he was not. He worked with mechanical engineers, but he himself was not. He was like, but I know everything they know. That does not mean you're a mechanical engineer too. Like you can't put that if you don't have a degree in engineering. So that was already like weird, crazy. So I think the first time we met, we went to like a little concert, like a show. It was like cute, fun, whatever. Then I literally believe the second time we hung out, first of all, I love jewelry, if you guys can tell. And I had my nameplate that I got from Torres Omar. Love them.
I know it.
I have my nameplate. Solid gold, okay? This was like a big girl purchase. If there's one thing I'm going to spend money on, it's jewelry. So this is like custom, nice.
Says your name.
My name, Sophia. Sophia. This man asked me if he can have it. Like he wants to like rep me. Like he wants to show the world. And I was literally like, sir, this is not from Etsy. This is this is a gold. Also, who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? We just met. And he was like, like he was like sad. Literally sad. And I was like, so this was the same day. So he asked about my nameplate. He was upset. I said no. I literally was like, this is like real gold. Like, who are you? Like, I'm not giving you this. Also, like, yeah, in middle school it was like cute to wear your boyfriend's like hoodie, but like, sir, I'm like 30 years old. Like, literally. What the hell? So then also in that same day, which was the last time I saw him, randomly there's like a silence. He's like, did you tell your parents about me?
What?
I tell my parents everything, but not about you, sir. No. Like, what?
You and just met.
Second time seeing him. And then he proceeds to tell me how he told his mom about me. And I was like,
no.
GTG, got to go.
No.
GTG.
When they tell their mom, that's how you know they're in love.
How? It's my second time seeing you.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet with that one, sis.
Crazy bullet.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Speaking of bullets.
Wait, what?
Last year after Sueños.
Oh.
I had a situationship with a police officer, and it lasted.
I'm dead. Speaking of bullets, I did not know that's where it was going.
What a crazy transition.
Speaking of bullets, I dated a cop
for like 8 days. Sophia, he love bombed the hell out of me.
I'm not gonna lie, like
literally
that's scary.
Dodged a bullet with that one.
Didn't he get like kind of crazy?
So controlling.
Yeah,
I knew him for 8 days. And he hit me up one day because I didn't tell him that I was going bowling. The most wholesome activity.
And you like posted on your story you were bowling.
I posted my bowling shoes, and he texted
Which also
me,
are the most foul looking shoes.
I'm not shaking ass at the bowling alley.
Clearly. You'll slip and fall.
Thank you.
They're slippery.
I'm bowling next to 10-year-old Timmy. Like, this is not... Anyway, he texted me, where the fuck are you at? Babes. Diversity bowl.
Also, like who are you talking to?
Also, I don't let anyone talk to me like that, even like my parents. Who do you think you are talking to me like that?
No.
And he kept saying, I hate how you think I'm controlling. Because you are, buddy. Like, I think he saw me as this heartbroken girl, and he preyed on me.
He was preying on you being vulnerable.
I was so vulnerable, and he knew that. Yeah. He was love bombing me. I think I saw him in the 8 days we talked. I think I saw him like 4 out of 8 days.
That's also, a red flag. If I see you too much in the beginning, or if you're trying to come to my house all the time.
Oh my God, yeah.
Ooh.
Thank God I never let him into my apartment, but he really tried. He was like, so we're not going up. I'm like, no.
I feel like all the little dusties, when I posted that, like I bought a place. We're like, oh my God, like
Where's
invite
my
me
invite?
over. Invite me to your house. Like, what?
The silence.
The silent. Like, invite me to your house.
Right. So.
Oh, you don't have one because you live with your parents.
Thank you. So yeah,
which is fine. Also, I'm not dissing people living with their parents.
Not at all.
But also,
save your coin.
Save your coin. I did that. I lived at home with my parents, paid off my school debt.
There we go.
I didn't move out till I paid off my loan. Like, I'm not dissing that, but also I'm 30 years old. I am expecting something in a partner. If there's a reason why you like live with your parents and it's because you're like saving for a down payment, that's fine. Different. I don't want to seem like I'm like hating on people who live at home. There's reasons and situations.
Reasons and seasons.
Yeah.
But last year we both dodged bullets, basically.
Yeah.
And this year
this is still me right now.
No, literally.
The bullets are still coming. They're just different.
We're in a matrix limbo right now.
We really are. The bullets. I fear the bullets won't stop.
I fear you're right, sis.
The bullets be coming and we be dodging. Sometimes we get nicked.
We be ducking and dodging.
For real, ducking and dodging. Like, I have been ducking and dodging the situationship that's been going on for... I blocked him for real this time, guys. This time it's for real. You want to know why it's for real?
Because you're saying it out loud.
No, because of the embarrassing thing he said to me. So, like, I'll be honest and tell you what he said to me.
This is a vulnerable, safe
space.
This
is a vulnerable, safe space on the internet for everyone to see.
No, because I feel like a lot of girls, including myself, have been through this.
Yeah. Also, if you can't tell, like, I'm dramatic as fuck. Like, we know that. I have a crybaby tattoo. It's nothing new. I feel like when guys try to be like, you're dramatic. Okay.
And what?
You told me something I discovered in 2nd grade, sir. Like, thank you. I've been knowing. So, I do be blocking. I'm a blocker.
Okay.
Instagram, numbers, TikTok. I will block someone who I know doesn't follow me on TikTok, but I know they watch my videos. I will go still block them.
Yeah.
So I have told this man multiple times. We've been blocking each other back and forth. We've done it.
It's a mutual blocking.
It's blocking tag. Tag, I blocked you. So I told him, like, I'm done. Where, like, this is literally for real. Like, done.
This time is for real.
He said, let me know when you change your mind. Foul. To me, it's the truth. It was like...
That was the wake-up call you needed.
He's blocked for real this time.
Yeah.
Saying, let me know when you change your mind, because in the past I have changed my mind multiple times, is embarrassing.
Because guys know, like, if you keep going back to them, they know that they don't even need to try with you. You're gonna come back regardless.
There was no trying anymore.
Yeah. It's no... When it gets to that point, it's like embarrassing for us.
Yeah, and I really had to stand on business. Yeah. I saved this TikTok audio of this girl who's just like directly looking in the camera, and she's like, he doesn't like you or else he would call. And I was like, I know.
I needed to hear
this. I saved it. She was like, save this for when you need to listen to it. Me, it's like my morning. It's my alarm clock. He doesn't like you.
Your morning mantra. We just play it on repeat.
Literally. If he wanted to, he would. He's not planning dates with you because he doesn't want to go on a date with you.
Wow.
I know.
And it's like the simplest truths that can be the hardest to accept.
Oh, for sure. But I feel like I have accepted it also too, because I know, like, I've been that way sometimes. Like, I met this guy. He was at my birthday party thing.
Oh,
remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And he really liked me. Mm-hmm. And he was great. But, like, I just knew I didn't like him.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's like, clearly the way my situationship dude is with me, like, just really doesn't fuck with me like that. Yeah. Clearly. Like, I also, like, didn't fuck with this dude like that. And I'm like, this is great and fun, but, like, no.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just like that.
Yeah. And you just got to be honest. I feel like at this point in our lives, we're comfortable with being honest with people. And
I know I'm not for everyone.
Right, exactly.
And I don't want to be for everyone. And also I know I'm a lot to handle. But also, like, I know I'm worth it. So.
And you know the right person can handle it.
Yes. Even, like, in friendships.
Oh.
Ooh, we'll save that for
another episode.
Oh. Friendships is dating too. Like, friendship, there's red flags in friendships. Absolutely. And, like, you have to be compatible. Like, communication.
Like, the best romantic relationships grow organically, and it's the same for friendships. I feel
100%.
like with me and you, we like kind of clicked immediately.
We did. We did. Well, because we have a lot in common.
So much.
Like, but also we're different.
Completely different experiences, but also the same kind of mindset with everything. Like,
yeah.
We are all about protecting our peace and like
business growth, success.
Exactly. Taking everything as like a learning experience because we have learned a thing or two.
Yeah, but I'll never be embarrassed. And I feel like I'm always like so my background too, we didn't talk about our jobs and careers, but so my background is in social work and I specialize in like mental health, and my favorite form of like therapy is like narrative, like storytelling, because I feel like it is so healing, like talking about stuff. Absolutely. And just like every time I share it, I get more comfortable with it, or like I feel less shame about it, or like someone connects to it, and then I'm like, oh my god, like you feel the same way. Like as much as we're just like yapping, it's yapping with a purpose.
We're yapping to get clarity.
We're yapping to inspire.
And that's why we're doing this potty waddy.
And we hope to see you guys in our next episode. Topic might be friendships. We might go there.
Let's go there.
Let's go there. Okay. So tune in.
Thank you for watching. If you've stayed with us this far for our very first episode,
let us know what you want us to talk about. Yeah. We'll go there.
We'll go there. Let us know your thoughts if you want us to talk about relationships, your job, like college questions you have, because we want to like share who we are and also give advice.
Yeah, and I feel like we said like not like on a serious note, like we do want positive representation. I feel like for like younger people to look at, or like I don't know, fill up a space. Like it definitely seems like within the Latina internet community, there's been some discord. What is the word? I don't even know. Around that.
Yeah.
So here we are.
So
let us know.
We're hopefully gonna fill that gap like Sophia said, and we hope that you come back for more.
Also, the last note we will leave. Shout out Joey.
Our producer,
our videographer, who dropped his phone in the middle of recording after he's been yelling at us so much about how important it is to keep our microphone close and all this sound stuff. Homeboy dropped his phone. But it's all right.
It's okay.
We still love him.
He is our bestie and truly believes in this podcast. So shout out to him for these.
We wouldn't be here without him.
Amazing visuals, amazing sound. He is the GOAT.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Bye.
Bye.